So hi friends, in this video I will show you how you can make your forms look stylish by just removing this small red color indicator and changing it to a fancy icon just like this. So friends, just amaze your friends by building this project, and I hope you will like this project. So please like this video if you like it and subscribe to my channel, as I will share you more videos just like this. So come with me as I will show you this project from scratch and I will help you build this amazing fancy indicators. So for this project I am using Font Awesome, and you can see that I have already linked Font Awesome and my custom style.css, also my script.js. In style.css you can see I have imported a Google font and I'm using the same font in my body section. So font family I'm using that, and in script I haven't done anything because I will do it with you. So let me start with the HTML. So first I will write a class called wrapper, and inside wrapper I will have a h1. So h1 will be having email validation. So we are doing email validation, guys. So this will be my h1 over there. And after that I will have a form. So I'm giving a form with ID of form, and I will remove the action. We don't need the action over there, only we need the form. So inside of it I will have another class called form group, and in form group I will have an input. So we'll be using an input type of email. Let me just choose email over there, and I will have an ID of email. So we don't need the name. Let me remove the name, and let me just add a placeholder called, let me add enter your email. This will be my form, guys. This will be just a simple email only. And for the indicators I will use the icon. So let me add a I and fas.fa face meh and blank. So this will be my icon, guys. You can see over there, and I will also add a custom class called err icon. So I will just modify the styles from this. So inside body I will make everything in the center. So let me show you how will I do that. So I will start with the minimum height of 100 vh. So a minimum height will have the entire screen, and next I will have a display flex, justify content of center and align it of center, guys. This will make everything in the center, you can see. And let me also add a background. So we will have a gradient background. So I will have a dark bluish background. For that let me add the colors. So 010b14, and the next color will be, it will be 011627. This will be our background color, friends. And next I will target the h1. So I will make a white color and I will just align everything in the center. So for that I will have text align at center. Let me change the color to, so color will be white. So FFF, and let me also add a font size 35px will be fine. And next let me just have a margin bottom of 40px. So this will be our h1, friends. So after h1 we will have the next, that is form group. So inside form group we have the input and the icon. So we will have a display flex, and let me add justify content of space between. So you can see that two of them got a nice spacing over there. Also let me add a align item of center. So this will make everything in the center. And let me just target the icon so that I can make it properly visible. Font size of 40px and color be white. So now you can see it properly. So it's looking good. Now let me target the input. So I will have a bunch of CSS for the input, guys. So first let me target the width with 450px. So next we will have a background. So background will be transparent. We don't need the color. We will use the color of the background only. So outline will be none and border will be none. So this will be our input. Let me have a padding of 15px and 18px. So we are not able to see it properly. So let me just change the border. So for that let me just make the border as 1px solid, and let me add color of white. Now this looks okay. Now let me target the font size. So for font size, guys, I will have a font size of say 20px. Now let's add a spacing to the icon and the input. So for that I will have margin right of 20px. It will give a space. Okay. Next we will target the border radius. So border radius I will give 5px. So this is okay. And next we will have a color. So color will be white. So when we type something it will come in white color. You can see it over there. So friends, for this project we will not be doing that much of CSS. We will concentrate more on the JavaScript. So let's open our script.js and write a function. So for this I will create a function called isValid, and this function will be called every time a user is typing something in the input. So in the input just write on key up, and in on key up we will have a value of isValid. This will be a function, and every time a user types something we will use this method. Let me have a console.log so that I can show you. So I'm having a console.log, and if I open the inspect tool and if I write something, you can see that every time writing something it is getting called and the console.log is getting printed. Let me remove that and actually just print the values. So I will have email, and email will get the value from document.get element by id, and I will pass the id. Our id is email, so I will have email over there, and we need the value, so I will have dot value. So with this we will get the value the user is typing. Let me have a console.log so that I can show you the exact value the user is typing. And as we are using on key up, we will get each of the value. So let me just write something, and let me write hello. You can see in the console that we are getting the exact value the user is typing, and if I also remove something, it will also store the exact letters. So from this we will have our validations, and this will help us to assign the icons. Now I think you remember we added an extra class called error icon in the font awesome icon, so I will have that over here. This is our class and we will get the value. So document.querySelector will give us the class, and I will have dot error icon. So this will have our icon classes, and we can assign it through this. So friends, our validation will be like that. We will check the value entered by the user, and if it's matching the correct pattern of email, then we will have a success icon, and if it doesn't have, we will have a error type icon. So for that, let me just define the pattern which will match our email. Now open Google and type email JavaScript pattern, and it will give you the pattern. So you don't need to remember the pattern, you can get it from Google only. So let me open Stack Overflow, and I will use one of the patterns given over here. So you can see there are multiple patterns used by users. So let me choose one pattern. I will also give this pattern in the description. So below you can see, and let me use this pattern. I think that is what we need, and this will be allowed for this type of format. So this is okay for us, and I will use this pattern. You can see the pattern in the description, friends. I have added over there, and our condition will be like if the email matches this pattern. So every time our pattern is correct, we will have the default icon changed to a smiling icon, and you can use it by this. So error icon dot class list, and I will add that class. So it will be fa face smile and beam. So this will be our correct face for the icon, and if I just test it, let me have a correct email address. So aa.a is the correct, and you can see the icon got changed. So I hope guys you are doing exactly what I'm doing, and also let's just add the error. So if the pattern does not match, we will have another icon. So for that I will have fa face, and I will have angry. So to check the error icon, friends, we need to remove the correct icon first. So for that I will just remove the class, and I will remove the smiley class, and again in the pattern matcher we will remove the angry class, because friends, every time we are having an icon added over there, it will just stay over there and it will override our success value. So now if I just write something, you can see it's not happening anything because we have our default icon over there. So again we need to make a fix so that our default icon also gets removed. Let me add the class and just remove our default icon. So the default icon was fa face meh blank, and I will need to remove this icon from both error and success, and again just remove over there. So now if I just type something, you can see the value is getting changed and the icon is also showing properly over there. And if I have it all the way, you can see the icon got changed to a success, and if I just change the value, it will give me an error. If you have reached till this point, please give a like to this video and please comment your feedback so I can make videos just like this in the future. So next we will have a bug fix, friends, because you can see that if the value is empty, we are having an error icon. So for that we will have a fix, and it will only show the icon if the value is not null. Just have an icon over there and it will work. So if the value is null, we will only show the blank icon and remove the extra ones. So smile and anger will be removed. And if the email has a value, we will just populate this and check the condition. So this will be our condition, friends. And now if I write something, and if we can see, the value will be getting changed. So whenever the input field is empty, we will have the default value, and if I have something and the validation is not matching, we will have the error, and for success validation we will have the smiley icon. So friends, I hope you enjoyed the video, and the next thing we will do is we will make the colors. And for that, let me just target the blank color first. So I will give an orange color for this, and let me have hash E80. This will have an orange color. I will have a height of 40 px, and with the 40 px I will just make a border radius of 50%, and let me just have a color with the box shadow, and the value will be 0.05 px, and I will also have the same color, and this will give a really good box shadow. Let me have a different color with 0.010 px. This will give a really nice glowing effect, and if I just copy this and paste again with a different value, you can see the effect will get changed to 15 px and 20 px. Friends, this will really give a good glowing effect. Now you can see this icon is really glowing, and this is how you do it. So again, for the smiley and the anger, I will have this classes copied over there in the CSS, and I will just define the same CSS for these two also. So for smiley and anger, I will have the same CSS with just a different color. So let me have this both over there, and we just copy the one with the default and paste over there. And the only change I will do is with the color. So I will have a red color for the angry, and let me also change the box shadow with the same color. And again with the smiley, I will have a green color. So let me have with 0f0, this will make everything green. So friends, if I just give the value, you can see the color is changing and it's looking really good, guys. This is really a fun way of doing this. And one more example you can use as a homework. You can make the border of this input as a red or green depending on the validation. And guys, this will also be a proper way of doing this. So it's up to you how we'll be doing it. And if I just have a test, guys, you can see this is looking very good. So if you love the video, friends, then please like the video, please share this video with your friends, and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel to get the future videos, and I will share more videos just like this. And happy coding, friends, and please give your feedback so that I can improve my channel, and let's meet again in the next video.